I'm going to talk to you about some things I've learned in my journey, most from experience. Some of them I heard in passing, many of them I'm still practicing, but all of them I do believe are true. Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now. And it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap. The entitlement trap of feeling like you're a victim. You're not. Get over it and get on with it. And yes, most things are more rewarding when you break a sweat to get them. There's a responsibility to freedom, and that there is freedom in responsibility. You know? And that. Earn your way there. We remember the stuff we earn. The stuff we experience more than what the teacher tells us, or what someone gives us for free. We just do. We broke a proverbial sweat on it. Whether it was mental or physical or whatever. We built it. We understand. We felt how we got it. How we achieved it. How we got what we wanted. Those stick with us, whether we forget them intellectually. They were written in our lineage, and they build resilience, and they build a healthy, true optimism going forward. To know that, oh no, I've worked for something before and achieved it. Delayed gratification. Oh, there are choices I can make today for myself that will pay me back later in life. So there are choices we make. If you're going to say, right now I'm going to lie, cheat, and steal to get what I want, and I got it. I got an immediate green light for me. That's a battery-powered green light. That's not a solar-powered green light. Why? Because now everywhere I go I got to look over my shoulder to see if someone's there that I lied, cheat, and stole from. And when I'm doing that, I'm stealing whose time? My time. Now I'm not freedom. I'm not free. I don't have the freedom. I didn't create freedom in my future because I chose to make an irresponsible act, that I left crumbs. I've now got reasons to look over my shoulder, and the more things we do to create in our future, that we got to look over our shoulder, the more of our most precious thing we have in our lives, time, that we're stealing from ourselves. So it's not puritanical. It's just like, it's actually self-serve. It's a very selfish choice. And I'm a fan of the word selfish. I've helped redefine it. But I believe that there are selfish choices we can make that are the most selfless. That there are selfless choices that we can make that are the most selfish choices. Those are not a contradiction. And we see them that way. We all want to be relevant. But I think we all forget to ask ourselves, relevant for what? Before we chase our relevance or chase success. I think there's a difference between success and profit. I mean, profit does pay you back. And I love money. I'm all for it. But I see a lot of one-way tickets that are, you can get successful, win, have more money, but not be making a profit in your life. How many times we sacrifice quality for quantity? The two don't have to be separate. Now you may have to make some sacrifices of quantity to have more quality. But I think we should give quality more credit than we do. Well, are we not ultimately having more quantity? In the hopes of more quality, you're sacrificing. But that's not a quid pro quo. It doesn't equal out to that. We believe it will. And hey, it can access. I mean, I got a lot of things now for money I've made that I'm like, damn right, man. I'm glad I have that. That makes my life not even more convenient. I actually like that more. I like what I can do with my family more with that. I like what camel and I can do as a husband-wife. I like what I can do solo even more with that and enjoy it. And it feeds me. But would I be any less? Would I be any less happy if I had 30 or 40 or 50th of what I have right now? No. I know that. There's no way I'd be any less happy. No way I'd be less happy. Do I want to give all that away and say, well, would it make me poor? Sometimes I'm like, hey, you need to be more poor. Other times I'm like, no, don't be getting the imposter syndrome on this one. You're using it for pretty good. You could use it even better. But don't get mad at it. You know what I mean? I think we just need to ask ourselves that question, relevant for what? And also in the pursuit of quantity, which is what the world rewards. Ask ourselves, read through, watch out, just drinking the Kool-Aid, and go, what is the quality? What do I want? And again, that's a hard question of what do I value the most? What do I really value the most? And it's a hard question to answer. But if we can answer that, make sure it will make you. It makes us answer the quality question of what we want more of. Happiness is an emotional response to an outcome. If I win, I will be happy. If I don't, I won't. It's an if-then. Cause and effect, quid pro quo standard, that we cannot sustain, because we immediately raise it every time we attain it. You see, happiness. Happiness demands a certain outcome. It is result-reliant. And I say, if happiness is what you're after, then you're going to be let down frequently, and you're going to be unhappy much of your time. Joy, though, joy is a different thing. It's something else. Joy is not a choice. It's not a response to some result. It's a constant. Joy is the feeling that we have from doing what we are fashioned to do, no matter the outcome. Now, personally, as an actor, I started enjoying my work and literally being more happy when I stopped trying to make the daily labor a means to a certain end. For example, I need this film to be a box office success. I need my performance to be acknowledged. I need the respect of my peers. All those are reasonable aspirations, but the truth is, as soon as the work, the daily making of the movie, the doing of the deed, became the reward in itself for me, I got more box office, more accolades and respect than I ever had before. See, joy is always in process. It's under construction. It is in constant approach, alive and well in the doing of what we're fashioned to do and enjoying. I'm in south of New Orleans a few years ago, and I went to a voodoo shop, and they had this wooden partition against the wall, these columns, and in these columns were all these vials of these magic potions, and the headings above each potion defining what they would give you were things like fertility, health, family, legal health, energy, forgiveness, money. Guess which column was empty? Money. Let's admit it. Money is king today. It's what makes the world go round. It is success. The more we have, the more successful we are, right?
The more we have, the more successful we are, right? Now, I would argue that our cultural values have even been financialized. Humility is not in vogue anymore. It's too passive. It's a get-rich-quick on the internet, richest 15 minutes of fame world that we live in, and we see it every day. But we all want to succeed, right? So the question that we got to ask ourselves is, what success is to us? What success is to you? Is it more money? That's fine. I got nothing against money. Maybe it's a healthy family. Maybe it's a happy marriage. Maybe it's to help others, to be famous, to be spiritually sound, to leave the world a little bit better place than you found it. Continue to ask yourself that question. Now, your answer may change over time. And that's fine, but do yourself this favor. Whatever your answer is, don't choose anything that will jeopardize your soul. Prioritize who you are, who you want to be, and don't spend time with anything that antagonizes your character. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, man. It tastes sweet, but you will get cavities tomorrow. All right, life is not a popularity contest. Be brave, take the hill, but first answer that question. What's my hill? We all want to figure out who we are. As Bob Dylan says, hey, everyone's their own creation. Just create it. We all want to know what that is. The affirmative way to go forward. How to play offense. But I found that's hard, man. That's hard. What's much easier? And I think the reasonable first step to figuring out who we are is, let's define who we're not. Let's pick out those people, places, things we do, habits we have, that don't pay us back. That don't feed us tomorrow. That don't give us green lights in the future. Those investments that don't have ROI. Those ones that we keep waking up tomorrow. And a little bit of a debit. Damn it, I got a hangover. I had the same amount of drinks at that bar as I have somewhere else, but I got a worse hangover. Well, maybe it was the conversation. People we were hanging out with. Eliminate those. And by process of elimination, sheer mathematics, you'd end up with more room for the things that do feed you. So it's a much easier thing to start pointing out. You know what? I keep doing that, and it doesn't pay me back. I'm not getting my compounding asset on that decision, or those people, places. Eliminate those, and by sheer mathematics, we end up with more of what does feed us and pay us back, who we are. If you're going to do it, do it. Say what you can do. Do what you say. If you can't do it, don't say you can do it. Don't over-leverage yourself. Don't over-lever a decision and then jump in and kind of dip a toe. I think I'll try it out. No, think if you're going to try it out beforehand. But when it's time to go, dive, finish it, find out, come out the other side. Don't leave it and go. If I just would, that keeps me up at night. I think it keeps a lot of us up at night. When you half something.
The limbo of going. I hedged my bet. What could have happened? You don't know. Life's the ironic tragedy. Life is pain. And it just is. Nothing but pain. But if we can endure it, like my mom, I can't help. She's worn me down with her endurance of her prescription on life. How old is she now? 92. And she is the absolute proof of the value of denial. If you really commit to it, and it's not an intellectual trick, there's no, oh, I'll intellectually deny it. So then I'll tuck myself in. So now I can fake it until I make it. Bam. Fatal conflict. No, it didn't happen. No, mom, it did. No, it didn't. I've said it didn't. It didn't. And she's not. You don't catch her in between the lines or off by herself, realizing like, oh, well, it did. No, it's done. Non-negotiably done. Her favorite word is yes. Mom, how you think you're living so long? Well, I can't imagine not being here. Oh, that's good. Oh man, that's pretty good. I really can't. I honestly cannot imagine not being here. So she's beaten the types of cancers on aspirin. And we're like, that doesn't make any sense. And we have to tie her up and haul her to the doctor, the dermatologist, if she gets something in her leg. Because going to a doctor in her mind, recognition is recognition of possible sickness. So you go there, remove a cancer, take some cancer medicine. Do you have cancer? No, I don't. And you wink. And she does not wink. I don't. What? Anyway, if you're not following suit, if you don't believe it, next question. That's how she is. And she's not playing a trick. She just does it. It's a full-on commitment to denial. And it's awesome. She would not prescribe to life is painful, and you have to get through. She thinks it's now. Mind you, she's very anti, because she's someone who, like I said, I think I touched on in the book, she had a horrible motherhood, mother and parental growth. She did not know how to be a mother. How'd she become a great mother? By saying, I'm doing the opposite of what that did. There's value to that. Of going, well, this sucked. I don't know how to do this. But if I just do the opposite, look, I had some wonderfully fun and healthy and honest single years that became sort of revolutions. That became sort of structurally tangent. And it was fun. Stayed on the surface purposefully. I kept it there. They kept it there.